Lama dan gombo jetsu jampe yang la cha tse lo gangi lo zhe jibni jin tal ni tar nam da rab sa ji nye dun gu yi jin si ji ni ki tu ka le bam ka ne zi pe zhen rer ma ri mun tom du nga ji si rozo kun la pu ji tar ze yen la zhu zhi yang zhen zong zhu tar cher zhu nyun mo ni lo le ki chao zhu zhu zi ji ma ri mun ze du nga nyu gu ji nye zhu ze ra ji nam 드네 당신 사주 다르즈 윤된 루즈 야제 두고 주자 주당 주니 젠제 달르 문제 자베 야라드 오마라 바사나 디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디디dididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididi Omara Bazana di 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 di. Omara Bazana di. Zeden Jeki Jenrab Üzergi Dalı Timu Mun Param Salne Gadan Tenju Junlu Topai Lodru Pope Nangwa Taldu So Kanze Tawar Du Pam Chunze Jiwar Du Nayang Gunpo Jamyan Jeni 갱매 빠르양 통화를 쇼. Welcome to our class.
Sorry, just
Yeah,
a very quick question on Omar Apatsana DDD. So you're supposed to repeat it many times and then internalize is what's going on.
yeah, it's supposed to be a blessing of the tongue, purify the
Uh-huh.
tongue. Di- 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 di.
But then
Depends
at
on.
some point you make it more subtle, and then it's silent. Is it?
I'm running out of breath.
Okay.
But this is a good question, actually. I've received it a couple of different ways from a couple of different lamas.
Mhm.
But it would depend on what the lama says. For example, in
Okay.
case if it's a non-tantric thing, then Manjushri is there, and then he's giving you his wisdom. If it's like a tantric thing, there's the syllables coming into you, and then Manjushri
Oh.
melts into you.
Uh-huh.
It depends on how
Uh-huh.
it is taught.
Guru yoga type
Exactly,
melting.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the if it's from the like Maha Yoga type, right?
Mhm.
There is also the lower tantras in which still like you're not the deity, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
still that duality.
Yeah.
Uh, in Sutric approach also it doesn't melt, but I mean we all practice Mahanu, right? Yeah, so it would depend on that, but the main idea is that D is the sacred syllable of Manjushri.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean I'm connecting it because in the practice that I do, there is this little blessing of speech in which I recite this syllable, DDD, and then it's purify my tongue. I kind of continue that, but I mean that's the instruction I received from my teacher. We have to ask our teacher, you know.
Mhm. Mhm. So it's very dependent on the context and the teacher in particular.
Yeah, all practices are like that. For example, like the seven
Yeah,
line
yeah, of course.
prayer.
Yeah, right.
The seven line prayer has this. It can be a guru yoga. It can be many things. It depends on how you visualize it and how you utilize it. Based on that same structure, it can be anything. It can be your refuge also in bodhicitta, or it can be everything in one. It really depends on the instruction that you get, you know. from the teacher. Yeah, but I cannot. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a lama. I'm just teaching a little bit of language. The lama would tell us what to. Yeah, but the key thing is to recognize that Manjushri is the embodiment of wisdom.
Mhm.
Sometimes there is 8 main bodhisattvas, and sometimes there is 3 main bodhisattvas. When it's 3, it's Manjushri, Avalokiteshvara, and Vajrapani. So Manjushri is wisdom, Avalokiteshvara is compassion, and Vajrapani is power.
Oh, I
So
see.
these 3 are usually mentioned uh, together.
Mhm.
And also, especially for wisdom, we pray to Manjushri. That's why we pray to Manjushri before this class, because we need extra intelligence so we can understand this.
Yes.
And the reason that prayer is there also, maybe you guys saw, I think you saw that post. I posted something on Facebook where there is this Manjushri, this prayer. There is a picture of Manjushri and there is the alphabet, you know.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very useful. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's also associated with this. Manjushri is associated with learning grammar, with learning
Yes.
texts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
There is
rarely
a
using Facebook. I
Mhm.
go there to check what you post.
Okay, then that's a big responsibility on my posting then. There is a place, very sacred place here in Nepal, in the Kathmandu Valley. It's called Swayambhu. It's the center of the Nepal mandala according to the Newar tradition. And it has 2 peaks. One is where the stupa is, and the other one is called Manjushri Peak. And there little kids go to pray to Manjushri, and they chant the Sanskrit. They call Ali
Mhm.
Kali, the alphabet.
Yes. I noticed this is the last post, and it was in Devanagari, and but I guess below are Nepalese people using Devanagari?
Yeah,
Nepalese. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so
Nepali language is in Devanagari.
so probably everything below was in Nepalese, but above there was a Sanskrit something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they still use the Sanskrit. It's a Nepali, it's like a simplified Sanskrit,
Yeah, yeah.
actually. Yeah,
It sounded to me like it.
yeah.
Right.
Like in Sanskrit is, ekam, due, trini. In
Mhm.
Nepali is ek, dui, tin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It's
sounded to me
very,
like Italian with respect to Latin, something
yeah,
like.
yeah. Exactly. Exactly, exactly. It is, if you know Sanskrit, you can learn Nepali easily, actually, I think.
Mhm,
Yeah, it's very
mhm.
simple. And the writing is also a
Yeah,
simplified
yeah,
Sanskrit too.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's Devanagari, yeah, like Hindi. I heard that Nepali is even closer to Sanskrit because it didn't have so much influence as Hindi did, from these
Mhm,
Arabs,
mhm, mhm.
from these Muslims.
Yeah,
Because India was under the Muslims for 700 years,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen in Nepal.
Nepal was very lucky in this respect,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
somehow, as I saved different streams, in particular the Shaiva Tantra stream,
yeah,
which was
exactly.
completely extinguished in India.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Nepal is a very tantric country for both Hindu and Buddhist. Recently, I learned there was also a Jain Tantra,
Oh
actually.
wow, I've
Yeah,
never heard of it.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Even the Jains had their own Tantra, which
That's cool.
it's also disappeared, yeah. But anyhow, I believe we reached to here where the mouth is, correct?
Hmm. Mm,
So,
quite frankly, I'm not sure, but okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, good.
so we did this line, Maripa Chempe, by means of or through great ignorance, there is confusion, or confusion manifests, we would say in English. Confusion arises. In this case, this confusion is acting as a verb. Then would you like to take this next one, Federico?
Well, in my translation, I'm
Uh-huh.
looking for for the place. Okay, I think I've pinpointed it. Okay,
Mhm.
here. Yeah. So let me see. So we start with this uh, uh, Tul, right? From
Yes.
there. So it's let me see. I need to because I did it a while back.
Mhm.
So let me see first. The translation might help me to get back to the structure.
Mhm.
So with the previous, it was the great ignorant one. Oh, wait a minute. They are deluded by in what, okay, in what way are they deluded? This I believe
Mhm.
they are deluded in the domain of the six kinds of migrators. Migrators are those sentient beings that you talked about. Like there was different way to uh, translate beings or
Mhm.
migrators or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
In what way are they deluded? Let me see. I have some strange wording here. Oh, wait, please give me a second to somehow
Yeah. Yeah.
try to sort out what's going on. Uh, so, in what way are they deluded? In whatever way one deludes, the six classes of beings are deluded in their realms of existence. Well, I have here something messed up a little bit, but let me go now word by word and we'll see. So, Sul, I have manner, way,
Mhm.
uh, G, tar,
Mhm.
how.
Mhm.
Then this drulna, to delude.
Tul. Don't forget more. You should
Uh,
aspirate it. Tul.
yeah, drul.
Dul. Dul means a snake. Actually.
Okay,
Dul.
okay,
You have to do tul.
trul, trul,
Tul. Yeah.
trul. Now, trul. Now, to delude, and then drowa are those beings, wanderers or
Uh-huh.
migrators.
Yes.
Drowa,
Uh-huh.
migrators beings, and then we have uh, Rik, Rik, Truk,
Yeah.
Truk, key of the six realms. Key is of at the end.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh, and then we have
Although generally, in this case, Rik usually means, for example, in the sutras, they will say Kaldan Riki Bhu, like uh, fortunate son of of the lineage of the family. In this case, it means like the six classes of beings.
mhm, mhm.
It doesn't
So
mean the realms actually here. It means like they are the six kinds.
yeah, six
Like
kinds. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's more about
Six
their
kinds,
kind. Rik is like
kinds
the
of beings. Yeah, it's
yeah,
about the beings.
yeah.
Six kind of beings. That's right. Right. But so is then Rick. So what do you think is the meaning or range of meanings of Rick?
Oh, Rik.
Yeah,
This notice that this has the sa, right? If it didn't have the sa, it would
yeah,
be Rikpa, right? Rik, it
yeah.
just means it can mean family, class, clan. Like for example, me
Oh,
Rik.
like a category, like a division, some kind of a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
division. Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. So it refers to those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, in this case, it is the types,
Yeah,
but in other contexts, it might mean all
yeah.
sorts of things.
For
Okay.
example, Lorik, in there's a class of studies of
Mhm.
Pramana, which is called Lorik. The law is mind, the classifications of mind also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and again, the classification, like
yeah,
how you would. Okay,
yeah.
and then I have uh, che yul which is object of experience,
Mhm.
I believe. Then we have the simple to. It's either into or as, and then we have the verb again, diluted.
Uh-huh.
Cool, low. We have the
Trullo.
word example or likeness, which is pay, and at the end we have
Mm. But you can
yes.
do until here, I think, because this is one idea, the what I highlighted. You can do this
Oh,
one.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I had a little trouble putting it together in one version. In one version, I have it. They are diluted in the domain of six kinds of migrators
Mhm.
or beings. In what way are they diluted?
Mhm.
By examples? Show me examples or something. I'm not sure.
No, what you said,
So I
the
have,
first thing you said is correct.
yeah.
So in our class, I'm not gonna go into the detail of what is the best exactly English way to render it because I feel like that's
Mhm.
very personal. But my point, the point I want to make sure that the meaning is understood, you know. Then how you
Sure,
guys
yeah.
translate it is really up to you. But the first thing you said is correct.
Uh,
So this is
yeah. I'm not sure about the second. In what way are they diluted? And then there's the word example and into an as or and like into an as. An example might be likeness. So I don't know. In what way are they diluted?
well,
And
this is the question and this is the answer, right? Then this is another question. This is the next answer.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So in
yeah.
what way are they diluted? It stops. It is the question.
Exactly. Because
And then
there is this terminary particle here, remember?
oh, right.
So
Cool. That's it.
that is telling you, okay, this is the end of this thought. Now there is another thought coming.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
maybe the other thing goes longer. I have just the first part, and that's why I was unable to crack the meaning. So maybe it's reasonable to stop here and take the next together with the continuation, right?
exactly. It will be these two together. And then again,
And
there's
then
a
it will be
terminating particle.
understood.
Yeah,
And the next thing I see it just to without splitting, I have it delude just like sleep and dreams, but I wasn't able to. Oh,
exactly.
for example, it deludes just like sleep and dream. So I was not sure what to do with example, but now looking at the next thing, I connected. For
Yeah.
example, it deludes just like sleep and
This
dream.
is more
So I
like a
will,
question, actually. It's more like a question, uh, like the examples, like what are, I would say it is not an exact translation, but it's something like what are the examples of confusion or delusion, or
yeah. So
in what?
this is how I first
Mhm.
interpreted it. The question itself: in what way are they deluded? Sort of give
Yeah,
me
this way.
examples.
Yeah, so but this is because that's the law, and this is the answer to this. They're kind of couplets, right?
Yeah.
So what is your final one for this one?
Okay.
Uh,
Let me see which one. Oh, because I was looking at my text. Okay. So my final understanding is until low. Until
mhm.
low, it's simple. Until low, uh, in whatever way one. Uh, uh, in what way are they deluded? They are deluded in the domain of six kinds of migrators. It's not well worded. They are deluded in their realms of existence, that their domain of the
Mhm.
six kinds of migrators or whatever. And then I believe there's a next question coming. In what
Yeah,
way are they deluded by by specific examples or something
yeah,
like this?
exactly. And
And
then
then comes
mhm.
the answer. It deludes just like sleep and dreams. But I
Yes,
haven't split the words for sleep and dreams. But if you want me, marikpa, right?
No,
tempo. Yeah.
it's good.
Oh,
It's
no,
good
no,
entidad.
it's okay, okay, good,
Yeah, yeah.
good. Okay, well, this is another thing. Nit
Mm-hmm.
is the sleep. Then we have dank. Then we have milam,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have tar, which is like
Mm-hmm.
similar to, and
Mm-hmm.
then we have this word delude once again,
Yeah.
curl low, and that's the end. And I will stop here.
Is that clear to everyone? Are there any questions?
Yeah, that's roughly what I had. So for those couplets, what I had,
Mm-hmm.
and Daniel, and I had shared this even in advance, so this might reflect. I have what is the manner of confusion, and
Exactly,
then
that's a
That's
good
really
way
nice.
to push it. Yeah,
and then I had the manner of confusion is the sphere of activity of the sentient beings of the six realms, but that
Yeah.
might not be and then the next chunk I have what is an example of confusion? Answer: sleep and dreams are like confusion.
Yep.
very well worded. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
that's really
really nice,
nice. That's nice.
really nice.
That's nice. I would even add in brackets there, like, are the examples of confusion, even though there's no example in this second one,
Yeah,
just to make it clear that you're too connected, you know.
good
You
Okay,
job,
can
Kip.
good.
bracket. You can bracket.
As
Yeah,
already experienced in Sanskrit, I believe Kip has done a very good job.
yeah, that was
But I
nice.
do I do think with this couplet format of Q&A that trying to share maybe a key word as you've done here, such as example. If it isn't explicitly in the answer, then if it
Mhm.
makes sense to infer it, then to put it in there.
Yeah, it's nice to read it in English and see. It's okay
Yeah,
to uh put a little bit of makeup on it, you know, at the
yeah.
end.
No,
Yeah,
it's a real joy to hear his translation
yeah, that was
is
nice.
beautifully done.
Yeah. So you want to do this next one, Kip, also?
Yeah, so this was fun. So for this next question I have is time at daybreak, although then I interpreted that as sunrise. So the question is sunrise the beginning of confusion? And then my answer is confusion um, has existed since beginningless samsara, or confusion has always existed in samsara.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where you got that
Sunrise.
sunrise.
Yeah, this is my question too.
Yeah,
You have two, which
yeah,
is time.
yeah. Where did you get the sunrise from, Kip?
Uh, I want to say so. Actually, so I'm going to botch the pronunciation again. So I've got
Mhm.
nam namnas or namna as
Namne.
Actually,
meaning,
yeah, you can read the whole line actually, because we also should practice our reading a little bit. You want
but
to try
it's
it?
it's those second and third syllables. Not
Uh-huh.
I have
Namne.
Namne.
namne meaning at daybreak.
From when? I
I see.
believe.
I know. I just saw it on the dictionary. But in this case, it doesn't mean daybreak. Actually, you can tell because in the dictionary, namne. You know what they might be getting this from? It's namka. Namka means sky also. Namka.
Mhm.
Oh, but that's a different nam, I believe. No, I don't know. I think that's not a correct translation in the dictionary personally.
Ne
Because
is
you can
from.
tell Yane is from
And I
Nam
have a
is the
namna like from when.
Nam is the question particle when,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I guess that would be better translated as when did confusion begin, or what is the
Exactly.
beginning of
Exactly.
Something like
confusion?
this. Yeah.
Exactly. This means time, this means when, this means from. So from which time, from when, since when, something like that.
And
Yeah.
obviously it makes much more sense.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Make sure, so what we should learn about this is I just looked it up in the dictionary, it's a daybreak, but if you look, it's just like one person saying it and everything, nobody says anything else, you know? Okay, so
No,
this is
no
my
worries,
chance
Kip. I
to.
mean, you're worried that the beauty of your translation got a crack. No worries. I mean,
It's okay,
that's
yeah.
business as usual.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is business as usual.
No, but this is something I have to mention something about the dictionary use now, actually. So this is the crucial thing to know is that these dictionaries, such as Christian Steiner,
Mhm,
if you look up a word, it gives you a list of possible translations, right? So
Right.
this is basically what is happening there is these are all the ways it could be translated, or it has been translated in different contexts by the name of the person who translated it, right?
Right.
But it's
mhm,
not going into the actual meaning of the word itself.
mhm,
So this what is showing there is the contextual translation, basically.
mhm,
Okay, that makes sense.
mhm.
Generally for
So
that, just so you know, I would look for RWI because I would consider RWI because at least I would know it, and then I would generally look for the chunk doing a word search in Telon 1, our first book, to see.
yeah,
And
exactly.
if I can get it in that book, then I figure, oh well, that is what RWI thinks it is. But then if it's not there, then I'm
Hmm.
kind
The
of
other
guessing. But
way, I mean, the other way to know to be sure is you can look in the old dictionaries. Let me see if I can share maybe uh, another way to do it. Uh, just 1 second.
so
Yeah,
I'm
I just
actually disappointed because I thought this was going to be some simpleton like myself asking,
yeah.
oh, did I just get confused when I woke up this morning at sunrise? And then the answer is no, you've been confused since the beginning of time.
No, no worries. I mean,
Yeah.
in the Sanskrit group where we do translation, things like this happen all the time, and we always learn from each other.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
example, yeah, actually look at this. So there's only one guy saying it. If it actually meant daybreak, that you would see a list of things,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
this. You would see something like this,
yeah, 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 yeah,
right? But
yeah,
basically, so these guys, this is how they're translating it, for
yeah,
example.
Yeah.
And then here you can find the dictionary
yeah,
translation somewhere. I mean, this is such a popular word. Maybe
yeah.
Yeah.
I should try
Okay.
another one. For example, uh, um,
In fact, what Daniel you said was
mhm.
exactly what our Sanskrit teacher said at the beginning. It's the same with the Sanskrit dictionaries. For example, you can find a word with many, many usages, Vedic, this and this. If you find just one, it's a red flag. I mean, you should
Yeah,
take it with a grain of salt.
yeah, exactly. Uh,
Okay.
for example, this ka is ka for the kanjo, right? For this ka, if you these are the scan dictionaries, these
Yeah.
chandradas, these are all dictionaries. You can always go there.
Oh, I haven't found this option.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You put your, oh my God.
So it takes you
Oh,
exactly to the page also.
oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So it takes you exactly to the page, and then
Okay.
here it will tell you I put
Oh, fantastic.
ka, and there is even the
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
the
The
Devanagari there.
Sanskrit
Yeah.
Devanagari. Yeah.
The heaven, the
Because this is
sky.
in Sanskrit, it's the same ka. Yeah. The word.
Oh, it's the same word in Sanskrit? I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. That's why that ka is there.
Yeah.
Then there is Tibetan kakchap, uh kaing. So then this you can trust. This is the old dictionary. So this is like uh this is the actual definition, If you really wanted to dig more, you
Aha.
can do that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here you can see there's Chandradas, there is another dictionary.
Oh,
Actually, you have to click on this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's the one we clicked,
Nice.
right? And there's this other dictionary. Then you can look up uh the word Ken Kai is here. So that's another way to
You see,
search.
sorry, it says it Sanskrit, ka,
Yeah,
that the word
ka.
itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Ether.
so that couplet as revised and would be, when did confusion begin? Answer, confusion has existed since beginningless samsara.
Yes. Tok. Yeah. Korwa tokma me. Korwa tokma me pa. Yes.
And then for the next couplet I've got, what is the defect of confusion?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then my answer for that is just experiencing suffering. And then I have bracketed, is the defect of confusion, bringing that thought down, or
Yeah.
the answer would just be just experiencing suffering.
Yeah. I would say I would word it a little bit different in English. It's correct, but for this I would say experiencing just suffering, or experiencing only suffering, or nothing but suffering. Because I
I
feel
have
like
it.
in English, if you say just suffering, it's a little bit like, oh, it's just suffering.
Mhm.
Does that have that
Yeah.
sense in English?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
Kip
know.
is a native speaker.
Yeah.
I have
What
it.
do you think?
Suffering alone is what one experiences.
Yeah,
I believe it's also
something like that.
possible.
Because what Gampopa is saying is like only suffering, you know,
Yeah.
nothing but suffering. Like
Mhm.
he's bringing a sense of urgency to our situation.
Mhm. Kip, I hope you are
But that would
hooked
be
up.
deemed a defect.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you have the question that comes?
The following question?
Yes.
The following question is, when does confusion become wisdom?
Yeah, I have it somewhat similar. When will delusion transform into wisdom, or when does delusion become wisdom? Yeah, it's. I mean, you can fine tune it. Probably yours is better. Yeah.
Yeah. You see this num again here is when, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same num like here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tulpa yeshe su into nam jurna. Actually, should we ask, San, do you want to try one?
Mm-hmm.
This one maybe?
Okay. Super yes, yes, Tunam, Juna. What I have is when does delusion become wisdom?
Mhm.
Namegi Jiangju Toza Nanjuro. It becomes wisdom when I just add in the wisdom, and it becomes wisdom when once attains this unsurpassable enlightenment. Because
Yes.
Nami is unsurpassable, Gi is
Yes.
prosperity, and then Yangchu is enlightenment. To is attain. Sana is I forgot what is Sana. Sana to overcome. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Very good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody agrees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Also, okay. Good so far, right? Are we all on track?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. So, you want to try this one, Federico? You also should read it once in Tibetan to practice also.
Okay. So where we are, we go with Duke Duke Ngal Nel Duke Nel.
Oh no, that one is
Wa-
done. That one is done. We're on
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tulpa.
So we are on the next,
Yes.
which okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. I'm looking. It starts with this. Okay, so let me try to find it. Okay, so okay, give me a second. Okay, so we have Krupa
Tulpa.
Yeshe
No, no, where are
Trupa.
you? Oh,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one we already. This one Zan just finished. Tulpa
Oh,
Yeshe. So we're on
okay.
this one, the
So
highlighted.
the Oh, it's again Trupa, but elsewhere. Give me a second, please. Okay, okay. I see where. Okay, all right. Give me another second. Okay. Trupa la rang sang ye dem nyam na hurl kor wa ta med par rak rak pa dein no. Now we have, let's see what we have. We have Drupa delusion as before, lies just ladong two. Then we have Rangsang Ye, and I have it like truly possess self-enlightenment. I'm not sure.
Actually,
That yeah.
do you know this means this is the same sang as in Sangye, right? Buddha.
So Sangye is Buddha enlightenment, but Ye typically means possess, right? And Rang is self. So,
but actually, Sangye, Sang and Ye have two different meanings. I don't know if you guys know the etymology of Sangye.
No.
Sang is that this is what the Buddha actually is. So Sang is the Buddha has purified. Oh, and also it's also the same for Changchup. Sanje and Changchup have the same meaning. So Sang from Sanje and Chang from Changchup mean that all the obscurations have been completely purified. It's like super purification. And Sanje, the Je, and in Changchup, that Chup, it means that all the qualities are how to say, they all blossomed, they're all like expanded. So the Buddha means he who has removed all the obscurations, and also all the qualities of enlightenment have come forth.
Oh, maybe it's self-liberation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not purification, actually, right? The first one, Sang.
Okay, then it makes sense. And then the translation of the whole thing will be, as for delusion, one wonders if there's self-liberation.
So it's you take it like this. Every time you see a ye, it's an existential verb. So as whenever you see a ye, you should have a red flag saying, okay, is there a la marking the place of the existence of something? That should be the thought pattern. Whenever you see a ye, you're like, is there a la somewhere? And yes, there's one la here. So something exists in what is marked by the la. So something is existing in confusion. What? Rangsang. The self-purification.
So
and
maybe
this is a question.
Yeah, maybe it's a question I was going to say. As for delusion, is there in delusion self-liberation, one wonders?
Self-purification. Sang is not, it's purification.
Purification.
Yeah.
Which one is purification, sorry?
Sang, the highlighted.
Oh, the highlighted.
This is the Sang from Sanje. Yeah.
Okay, so it's then you're saying it's self-purification.
Yeah, because it's Rangsang.
Okay, so then the question would be, well, as for delusion, is there self-purification?
Yeah.
But how would you combine one wonders?
I would say, oh, there is no, yeah, if one asks, or if one thinks, actually, nyam is more like thinks. If you think, or I would
Oh,
say,
do
if
you
you,
think, okay, do you
yeah,
think maybe, do
yeah,
you
do you think?
think that there's self-purification in the delusion?
Yes. If you fix it, that is the literal translation.
Yeah,
You can, if you were to make it more like a little bit
yeah,
nicer English, you could say, if you think that delusion would be self-purified or could purify itself, that also would be acceptable, but that's not a literal translation, but that's
okay.
also okay. But in this case, what I want you guys to understand is in the Tibetan, I want you to see that tulpala in confusion,
Mhm,
something is there.
mhm,
What is in confusion? Rangsang,
mhm,
self-purification, question.
mhm.
Okay.
That this is the crucial thing to get here in the Tibetan grammar that we have to understand. And then
And I think is Damnyam, which is, I believe, truly a part of it. I believe it is, right? Is it truly maybe?
actually Dham is the question, and then Nyamna goes by itself.
Mhm. And
Nyamna,
Nyam equally alike, something like this.
no, Nyamna means Nyam is one may wonder if you think, and Nyam is thinking actually is one of the way to
Yeah.
say thinking.
Oh, okay, okay. So that probably that's why I got it before wonders. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if one wonders, or if you think,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you think
Uh,
this,
and what do you think is them then?
Dham is a question mark.
Oh, the question. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a question mark. Remember that if the Dham is after the verb, then it's a
Mhm.
question.
Okay.
We went in the last part of the Tilan 101. There's
Yeah, yeah.
this Dham, Gam, etc.
Okay.
And
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. I know
if
the thing. Yeah.
they come after the main verb, it's a question, and if they come in between nouns, it means or, or.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kuntula,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
the this runs some is there's so many meanings to it, like naturally pristine, dissolved by itself, self-dissolving.
Mhm.
Like there's so many of it. It's like it's very difficult to really use particular meaning of it. So it's like unless a teacher points it out, if not like for by ourselves and reading the text by itself, and then with so many meaning, don't know
Mhm.
which one to use. This is my challenge.
So in this context, I would not look for Rangsang, I would just look for Sang first.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
zoom into because Rangsang probably, maybe there's like a practice called Rangsang in some high teaching, you know.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But when you see this and there's too many meanings, close in and just look for
Mm-hmm.
one word. And then even if then there's too many meanings, go to the dictionary which has the root etymology of the word and kind of zoom in, just get small and then look, take them apart and look, okay, then what is the
Okay,
meaning, You want to go
understood.
to the root, as close to the root as you can of the actual
Noted.
syllable meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's so much more easier. Like wipe out, clear away,
Yeah, exactly.
purify. Yeah, yeah. Good,
And
good, good, good.
rang. Yeah, we all know rang.
Yeah.
Rang is just,
Well,
right?
indeed.
So sang is just this. I
Mhm.
know it from Buddha, it's the same sang as Sanjay.
Mm-hmm.
So Daniel, I just want to let you know I did find one source that said Ransan meant daybreak or sunrise.
Yeah,
That's a
I
joke.
saw. I also find that.
Even more confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this sang is a good one to keep in mind because it's the meaning of Buddha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if It seems to me that Tibetans added an extra syllable, right? Bud. But anyways, that's a deep question.
Which one?
Bud Sanje. I've heard it
Oh,
differently
that
from
sounds good.
different temples. I've heard it differently. I've heard that the Je is the Bud. I've also heard that the Sang is the Bud. So I'm not really sure, but I've heard it explained both ways from two different temples.
Mhm,
So I don't know, but it's okay.
mhm.
But we did get the meaning here.
I wonder,
then-
yeah,
Mhm.
the answer is
Uh,
supposed to be the last part, and I'm not sure how to put it together. I have a couple of possibilities. I'm curious about the take of everyone. So it begins with Korwa, which is samsara, and then we have Tamat Par, endless, and then at the end we have, I believe, Drakpa, proclaim, and the last one is something like indeed, or it is so, days that this yin is no, just the end or emphatic particle. So it's something like, the answer is, well, sort of, indeed. That's why it is said that samsara is endless, but I'm not sure, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Mhm.
So how do
we have the
you?
question. Yeah, the question
So
is if you think that samsara will liberate itself, right?
yeah.
That's the question. Then the answer
Oh, so it's
is
the negative answer, that look, it's for a reason called endless, right? It is
yeah,
known for being just
exactly. It is
sort
known.
of
Yeah, yeah.
think
I
about
was
this is the answer. It's for a reason called endless, the samsara.
yeah,
How come?
yeah.
I mean, how
What
come is
Tamepar? For what endless.
my inserted commentary.
But yeah, Dragpa is known is known
Yeah. Oh, known. Okay.
for
Okay, Drakpa.
being
Declared, announced. I have the unknown. You're saying, okay, yeah,
yeah. Does that make sense, everyone?
yeah. Now it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
at the moment we somehow went back and forth, it assembled
So actually, so
together.
what is that phrase? What's the answer?
Well, the answer is sort of,
So
indeed, samsara is known for being endless. So, not indeed, but
yeah, just samsara is known.
samsara is known for being
I will
endless.
go from behind to front, like this, known as endless samsara.
Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's so much more easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically asking, oh, if you think that samsara will liberate itself, know that like samsara is known for being endless. Like samsara is famous, renowned for
My
not
inserted
having a
commentary was, how come? Right?
I see.
Since, well, sort of, do
So
you think, yeah,
Mhm.
it would be so if it was self-liberating?
Yeah. Is that clear so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's delusion is the fault.
Yeah. So let's take okay, I'll give you this next one, okay? Just maybe to here.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So this next one, it should be a question, by the way. So this one, I have a notation that says this doesn't seem like a question. So for this
By the way,
sentence, or
would you say that Tibetan also once just to practice? You can try, it's okay.
okay, so that would be, and again, I'm looking up because I've got
Yeah,
my
yeah.
chart here. So that's day 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 tar
Uh-huh.
day 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 tarn.
Mm-hmm.
then go ko kor ba korba
Detarna, don't forget the na. Detarna.
detana,
If it is like that, detarna, then
and then it's day.
mhm.
All right, am I still? And then to be confused is so that's car that's a law. So it's a ratak, and a so a krul krupa
Tulpa. This is the main verb we've been using.
tulpa
Tulpa, confusion. Tulpa.
tulpa,
Mhm.
and then your
Yin. Yin.
yin. Okay, I've heard that
Yagiko.
1,000 times.
Yin.
Yin, and then this is law, and lu. So it's lu, lu,
Look. Look.
luke,
Yes.
and then ma
Some. Sama. Some.
sam. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, that was
Okay.
painful.
Good. So
I
now,
apologize.
no, we
So
will keep torturing you. So you also prepare for the ones you have to. Okay.
so this one I was befuddled by, but my first translation of this was, therefore this samsara is the way of being confused, or is therefore is samsara the way of confusion?
Okay, so do you remember this rule that I just talked about? When these dam or some appear after the verb, they're a question, right?
There's a question. Okay, that's right.
Is this in this case,
There's
even
no
though
la.
yin look, this is the verb, but still this is the manner of being. I would take this more as a noun, you know. But let's see what happens. Let's just keep it open for now. Let's see if this is a question or not, okay?
Okay.
Is it possible that there are 3 questions in a row?
Let's see what happens. I cannot
Okay.
I cannot tell the end of the movie, right? Let's see what's happening. So Detar, like Kip said, right? Detar, Korwa di Tulpa yin look. Look is, what was your translation for look? Kip?
Was approach, system, method, or way.
Yeah, just the way or the mode, I would say. Way or mode. Just the way is good. I would say the way of being. The way of being of confusion, of samsara, something along those lines. Is that
So it would be
okay?
it would be the way of being is confusion in samsara.
It's just pointing to it.
This
The way of being.
this cyclic existence is the way of delusion.
We'll come back to this
Contract,
because this is
I saw somewhere yin look to be a construction used to form a yes or no question. Is it correct?
yeah, I mean it could be, but the thing here is that is the yin look is the goes together actually. Yes, and it means the way of being or the mode of being. When you put
But
a
does
look
it,
after something, it tells you the way something is.
but it implies probably a question together with Sam. Moreover, together with Sam.
So it maybe it's not a question. We will see.
Okay.
I want us to keep an open mind, okay?
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. So Zan, do you want to try this next one? We'll come back to it, okay? There's no we'll come back
Okay.
to it. We'll seal it after the end of the
Okay.
list. Zan.
Yes, yes. Dunga, chezot dang. What I have is extents of suffering.
Yeah, very good. Che means big. Tse is the extent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like tse means how much, right? Tse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The extent of suffering, Tham, we're still not sure what's happening there. So when this is happening, it's okay not to understand. You have to get the whole context, then you can make
Mhm.
some sense of it, okay? We
Well,
cannot figure it out just by this. Uh-huh.
at least for them, we know that it's a question particle, right?
Yeah, it's been a question particle so far, so that's why let's see what Gambopa is
Okay.
saying. Next one, Federico.
So yun is time. D is the genitive particle of. Then we have ring look, which is length or how long. And to my understanding, Sam is a question particle. So it is asking how long does it last, sort of.
Yeah,
How long? So
that's
the
good.
first
Yeah,
is
exactly.
how much. So what Zan was saying, how much suffering is there and how long does it last?
Yeah, good. Now we're running out of time, so I'm not gonna keep read this one. I will read it, but you read it after me, okay? Is Rangrol, keep
Rangu,
Rangrol, Meluk,
Melu,
Detar,
Tetar,
Lakpe.
Lape.
Pay is a question.
Oh, by the way, pay is a question only in colloquial.
Oh, is it only colloquial? Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
We have to
Mm.
yeah,
Brad,
pay is only
don't mix both together.
yeah.
Okay, uh,
So
okay.
do you have one for this keep?
So is this, are we on the sentence, how long does it last, or we're on the next one?
On the highlighted, I don't know if you guys can see my highlight.
Oh yeah, it's not the question, it's the answer. Yeah.
Oh, oh, what's that? Oh, so maybe I'm lost. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm on the right. This
Okay.
is oh yeah. Oh, so for this one, I have my effort of translation here is because in this way a method of non-self liberation exists.
This look is the not quite method. This look is the way something is.
Yeah. I have it also
Look,
manner or way. Yeah.
yeah, like the way is like it exists, or like this means is, luck is one way. It's like a synonym of yin, okay? And
Okay.
this pasa pe is reasoning. Don't forget that the agentive particle after a verb gives reasoning, or since, or because.
Sorry,
Okay?
which one are you talking about?
This one right here.
Uh, okay, because I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, so luck means the synonym of yin, okay?
Yes.
Lakpe of being, because of being, that are in that way, in the state
Oh,
of non-liberation.
I have it since it is or because. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So since there's no self-liberation that way,
yeah. Since
something like this.
it is in the mode of non-liberation, yeah, something like that. But
Okay.
now I'll go, we're already, but I'm gonna do this a little bit fast because I want to finish this
Okay.
line.
Mhm,
So do daring means today,
mhm,
do is time,
mhm,
ne is from.
mhm,
So from today,
mhm,
sung is to grasp,
mhm,
te is continuation, sung te, lameki changchup, unsurpassable enlightenment,
mhm.
chitob la petzolo. We have to make effort, whatever effort to attain it, unsurpassable enlightenment.
Could you say, I have it,
Uh-huh.
I will strive.
Yeah, strive. Yeah, strive is good.
Mhm,
To strive for.
mhm.
Betzul. Detar Detar bepala chigu shena. Then shena is if somebody says what is needed, what kind of effort is needed. So if you ask, oh, what is, I'm sorry, what is needed? And then it goes into the list of the main points of the text.
Mhm.
Okay, so now just to seal this, I want to go back. Now, is this some are these questions? What do you think? What are they? What are their functions? What are your guys' thoughts?
Which one? The previous one?
Yeah, just we actually have a list, right? Some,
Yeah. I believe those are three
some.
questions. I believe
Mhm.
those were three questions.
Anybody else has a take on it?
Well, I don't. I would need to think about it. I'm still puzzled.
Uh,
I was thinking it's question.
questions? I don't think it's question. I think it's a list, and it's telling you or this and for example, because of this. If you
Oh,
look at
okay.
the whole thing,
Yeah, I got what you mean.
if you look at the whole thing, right?
The,
Like it's telling us
the list
that
of
are
samsara and suffering and
yeah.
delusion.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
if you know that if you know that samsara is in the state of delusion, the extent of its suffering, how long it lasts, the fact that it has no self liberation, then from today onwards, you can strive to attain Buddhahood.
Oh, I see.
It's more,
Yeah.
I
it's more like,
see.
feel like it's more like setting our mind
Oh,
for renunciation.
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
So
because
Gampopa
without
is telling us,
understanding all this, we won't want to strive for liberation.
yeah. And don't forget this rule. Don't forget the rule that don't forget the rule that dam or some or these particles in the end, they could mean a question marker usually after the main verb, but they can also make a list when they're in between.
Oh, I see. I was not
I
aware
see.
of that.
Ah,
I was not
so
aware.
now
Okay,
I
so
get it.
now it's freaking ingrained in the brain.
Now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad sees some great white light.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is in our text. Look over the text again, our Tibetan 101. It's
Okay,
there.
okay.
Now, so
Yeah, when you read the list of all those rules, you're like, okay. Oh, another
Yeah.
rule. Okay.
but
Now it's
when
it's
we
clear.
face it, we couldn't recall all the situation.
Yeah.
But that's a good lesson, by the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good lesson.
Thank you.
So that's yeah, so this is the list, and Gampopa is telling us if you keep all these things in mind, then
Yeah. No, you did a good trick. Like keep your mind open. Let's see what.
Yeah, we didn't get it right. We still thinking
That is
question.
cool. I admit. Now it will be remembered forever until
Yeah.
the end of this life.
Yep.
Until the end of samsara.
Until the end of samsara.
Okay. Okay, so
Thank
next
you.
class
Okay.
we'll take it from Domni.
The summary. Yeah.
Let's see if we can finish the whole introduction. That's the introduction of the text. And if you can go on to these dots if possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Lasso.
guys. Lasso sonam dihi tam chesik pani tam ne ne pe ranam pam chen ne che gana chi ba no tu pa yi si pe zo le jo wa jo bar sho chen chuk sem cho rin po chen man che pa nam che gyur shi che pa ne par me pa ya gong ne gong du pal war sho.
谢谢 Thank you.
谢谢。
This was very helpful. Thank you all.
That was great fun.
This is great.
Yes, very nice, guys. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
See you.
Okay.
See you.
Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Good night, all. Have a good day.